Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another video, and welcome to one of my absolute favorite places on planet Earth, the Florida Keys. You can see there are cars going by, big trucks going by. We're on the concrete, and we're about to do one of my favorite things, something I grew up doing, and that is very nostalgic to me, and I still love doing it at 32 years old, and that is bridge hopping at the dozens and dozens of bridges that are available to fish down here in the Keys. I got my buddy Brent right over yonder from the YouTube channel See Ya Dude. He and I do a ton of fishing together, but ironically, he's never fished the Florida Keys bridges, so I am excited to show him and you guys exactly what this fishery has to offer. There are a plethora of species that we can get on today. On it. Oh, it's a black. That's a nice black. YJ, nice one. He's in. Are you dude? Tons of different fish that you would be happy to go offshore and catch. You can catch right here from land, from the bridges. I typically like to permit fish when I'm down here, but the goal of today's video is to catch a bunch of different species, maybe get some fish for the table, maybe catch a couple of trophies. I am super stoked. I'm in a brand new area that I've never tried before, but we are gonna be hopping all over the Keys in this video. I'm excited to bring you guys along on this adventure, so thanks so much for clicking on it. Let's go get on them. The first bridge that we're gonna try today has some good moving water, some good current, which is what I'm always looking for when I'm down here in the Keys. We have a shadow line that's starting to develop. We're just waiting for that sun to get a little bit higher. But these bridges do see a lot of pressure. So if you're gonna fish lures, which I think for today, we're gonna stick strictly with lures, you wanna kind of downgrade and try to finesse. So we're gonna throw this little Z-Man shrimp right here. Check this guy out. That is a perfect little presentation for basically anything out here. I mean, we could catch a tarpon on this, but right now we're looking for something maybe to put in the cooler, a mutton snapper, a nice mangrove snapper, yellow jacks, which are one of my all-time favorite fish that you can catch down here in the Keys. So we're gonna bump this shrimp around in this shadow line. We're gonna do a lot of moving. We got some bikes with us that I'll show you guys in just a little bit. We're gonna be going up and down, working a lot of water and seeing if we can find some nice fish. So let's try it. Tight. Oh, little mangrove. Not bad. Fish number one. That right there is a little baby mangrove snapper. Great eating fish if they're the right size. I gotta double check the regulations down here in the Keys. Ate that little Z-Man. Later, buddy. Got him. YJ. I think we've been fishing for all of 5 minutes, and that is one of the target species while we're down here exploring these infamous Florida Keys bridges. That is a yellowjack. In my personal opinion, one of the most beautiful fish you can catch in South Florida and down here in the Keys. This one is just a baby, so he's going back, but that is a fantastic sign of things to come. Hopefully, if we can upgrade. Dude, species galore out here. Look how pretty this dude is. Hopefully he's picking up on camera. He is glistening in this beautiful Keys sunlight. Also ate that little shrimp. They got a bizarre looking little mouth. It's just a super bizarre fish. These are known as lookdowns or moonfish. As you can see, that's why they get those two names. Very good eating fish. If you get a bunch of them, you kind of don't get the greatest yield on them, but delicious nonetheless. I know I mentioned micro/finesse fishing was the way to do it down here in the Keys bridges, and I still do believe that, but we're gonna bump it up just a little bit of a bigger profile. This is a Z-Man scented shrimps with a jig head. I'm gonna sweep this through this current. This current's starting to pick up now. The shadow line's forming a little bit better, and I'm gonna see if the bigger bait will pick out a bigger fish. Changing locations here. Got my hay bike, e-bike, and this thing is a freaking game changer when it comes to land-based fishing. I've only ever used it once before. This is my second time using it, but the amount of time that you can cut down using this bike, traveling from spot to spot on the bridge, or if you're canal hopping or anything like that, honestly, it's gonna make land-based fishing so much more enjoyable for me. A lot less effort, a lot less walking. I can get to spots quicker, cut down my time, spend more time fishing and less time walking. I love this thing, and it freaking scoots. Bridge number 1, not the most productive. We did catch some little fish and we had some fun, but that is the nature of the beast out here. You just got to do a lot of hopping, covering a lot of ground to try to find some quality fish. We do got some nice weather brewing right behind me, so that should be interesting, but we're gonna pack up the truck here, move on to spot number 2, and I think we're gonna head to one of the most iconic bridges in the Keys, this 7 Mile Bridge, so I'll see you guys there. We have made it to 7 Mile Bridge, the most notorious bridge in all of the Keys. You can only fish it from land for just a short amount of it, but we're gonna give it a try. We're the only ones out here. We just had some weather pass through. It's really, really beautiful and slick out. There are a bunch of tarpons sitting right here. Not that we can really land one of these, but maybe we can jump one, have some fun with it. This is one of the most notorious fish down here in the Keys. Most sought after. So let's see if we can hook one. On it. First cast. Come on, jump. Yeah, there is. Try to catch him. Wow, this tarpon's actually running out a little bit, which is nice. Dude, that was so instant. Hold on.
Yep, yeah, I'm just trying to get that jack.
Whoa!
You spit it?
Oh yeah, he spit it. Woo! Dude, that was sick. Let's go, man. That was so fun.
Sick.
That was perfect.
That was sick.
All right, y'all. That was not what I was expecting walking out here. Brent spotted those tarpon. The e-bike is so, oh my, it's just a game changer. I don't know another way to describe it, but we're riding the bikes down here. We're stopping periodically every, I don't know, 50 to 100 yards, just checking over the side. We're looking for yellow jacks or something we could take home, put in the cooler. My man Brent just finds 10 tarpon sitting there, 20 tarpon. I don't know, you guys saw him. That one freaking ate. That was so cool, first cast. But let's do that again.
There we go. Yellow jack.
Nice. Oh, a ton of them.
Oh yeah. Here
Good
we
job,
go.
Brent.
Found the school of yellow jacks right here.
I'm following
Quick
you up.
double. Yeah, nice ones right there.
Bring them my way.
I'm trying my best here.
Just leave them down there for a sec.
Oh, they're on you.
Don't get worked.
Dude, they were on you.
They're not eating this one. Hold them there for a second. I'm gonna grab the smaller one.
Okay.
All right, quick lure change. Brent's got that yellow jack on. What you could do is leave them in the water and the other one should kind of hang out. And it's almost like mahi fishing. And this is 100% one of the targeted species. I think the lure I had on wasn't moving fast enough for him.
Nice yellow jack there.
Are they still with him?
I don't see him anymore. Pull him up.
Yeah, let's land him. There we go. Woo! That's what we're talking about right there. Heck yeah, dude.
Like Tyler was saying, that is one of our targeted species right there, boy. That thing's gonna taste good.
Bro, give me some. That's what's up.
Nice. All right, there was a bunch there.
Yeah, there was. Oh, that's fish. That thing hit it so hard. What is this? A little grouper? Yeah, dude, that thing whaled it. Check it out. A little baby black grouper. This thing hit it so freaking hard. We've been catching like little grunts and little wrasse and stuff like that. And this thing hit it 20 times harder than any of those other little fish. Very cool fish. They're actually in season, but this guy is far too small. They got to be 24 inches, and that thing was probably 8 inches. So let's see if its mom's lurking around.
Got the bike up to 32. Oh.
That's a good fish. I think it's a nice YJ, bro. Oh, it's a mutton. Wow, cool, man. Just released a little black grouper. Now we're hooked up on a mutton. Not a monster, but on my light setup, it is fighting good. God, that was fun. It's your first time using a bridge net?
Yes.
All right, so swing it out a little bit. Oh my God, he's gonna come unhooked right here. Yep, good. Now start pulling it up. Good job.
Thank you.
Not bad for your first time. Nice little mutton here, man. Let's put a measure on this guy. I know he's gonna be a little short. Yeah, he's probably almost 17 inches. These fish gotta be 18 inches in order to harvest. And a lot of people don't think you can catch nice keeper mutton from a bridge, but you absolutely can. Look at that little Z-man this guy ate. That is so sick. And one of the most beautiful fish, in my opinion, that you can find. Yellowjacks and muttons, I think they're just so freaking gorgeous. It's got all these pinks in them and yellows and oranges, and then that blue underneath his eye is just so freaking stunning. I love seeing these fish. They're beautiful and they're absolutely delicious. This one's a little bit small. We're gonna let him go, but I will say we do have a few tricks up our sleeves to try to get some big ones a little bit later in this video. We're gonna switch to bait, switch locations and stuff like that, but this was a great start. I'm gonna pop him back in. Right down he goes. Not a perfect head dive, but still okay nonetheless. And that was pretty sweet, dude. So let's see what else we get. Oh, that's a yellow. That's a yellow. Oh, bro, he is dogging me with this 15. Whoa, it's a good, bro. I honestly might get broke off here. It's a really nice fish. Watch out, watch out.
Yep.
Woo! Yeah, go that way, baby. He's like dogging. With this crystal clear water, you can see how they fight. That is cool as heck.
Need to net all that guy?
Just because of the light leader, and I don't know if he might have frayed me up there.
Yeah, I don't
see any followers.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I didn't see any.
Whoa, that was sick, dude. So, little
I'm a
fish,
natural.
little fish to net. Yeah, you are good at it. Little fish to net, but you got it when you're doing super finesse mode.
Well, the hook
just
came
fell out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
thank
why
God.
we net it. There you go, dude. Hey, let's go.
That was sick. There we go, man. My first semi-respectable yellowjack down here on this Keys trip. Like that mutton that I just caught, I really think these are one of the most beautiful fish at our disposal. This is an unregulated species, so you can basically keep them at any size, but I don't like to take the really small ones like you guys saw earlier. But this one is just big enough that I would want to take it home and eat it. Would make a delicious meal. Absolutely amazing sushi grade fish. So you can eat this fish raw. We might do some ceviche and eat them up that way, but look at the bars and just the greens and the yellows and that luminescent blue. But they get these little like bars all over their body. Absolutely stunning in real life. Don't got too much sun right now, so it's probably not popping like I wanted to, but hopefully we get some more in the bright sunlight later on in this video. But we're gonna dispatch this guy, get him on ice, and man, let's keep it up. This is fun. I would say 7 Mile Bridge was pretty successful. Didn't have any other fishermen out here, just me and Brent. Caught some nice quality fish. Basically, Brent made a good point. We caught everything we've been looking for on this trip, except we might go after permit on the final day, but we just caught smaller ones than we're hoping for. So we're knocking off a bunch of species. Now hopefully we could just upgrade. But honestly, it's just so amazing to be down here in the Florida Keys. This place is my paradise. I love it so much. I feel at peace down here. And we're off to the next spot to see what else we find. Just got to a new bridge We've been heading northeast, northeast. So we're kind of more in the neck of the woods where I've caught some nice fish. This is a very deep channel here. I'm gonna be using a bigger shrimp to try to just call in a bigger fish and a little bit heavier jig head because the water is deep here. So let's get one. Nice fish. YJ, nice one. Oh, it's a Jack Crevalle. Dang, dude. I thought that was gonna be a stud. Don't know if I could flip this guy, but ah, fudge. I didn't think I could flip him. He wore through my 25. That's okay, Jack Crevalle, not the targeted species. I thought it was a really nice yellow jack at first, but that's okay. Let's get another shrimp jig on, get another one. It's like a swing. Here we go. Oh my God, dude. Bro, what a bunch of savages. There's one behind him. There we go, Jack Crevalle. We actually need some of these guys for bait to catch more bait. So we're gonna keep this dude. I wanna show you guys a really cool trick that I've learned over the years with jacks. So as you can see, they have a black spot on either side of them, right above their gills. And if you press down those two black spots, you don't have to do it with crazy pressure. If you wanna release them, you still can, but it'll basically make them immobile. It's pretty cool. It's a nice, safe way to handle these fish. Pop the hook out. I'm gonna dispatch this guy. We're gonna get him on ice because like I said, we need him to create other bait that we're gonna use later in this video, but nice fish. Right family, wrong species. We'll see if the cousin yellow jack is home. Dude, I don't know if there's yellow jacks here, but there are some Jack Crevalles.
There are yellow jacks.
Fish. Another Krevy. This is the first bridge that we fished today that we didn't break the bikes out for because it's so short. It's kind of nice. I mean, having the bikes is amazing, but we could just pack light, walk this thing, look for some fish. Still looking for that yellow jack. Yeah, it's getting there. Could it be the right one?
Oh, what?
What the hell? Oh my goodness, dude. That's gotta be one of the craziest things I've ever seen down here. And I've seen some crazy things. Oh, dude, oh my gosh. Okay, let me explain to y'all what just happened. That's one of the craziest things I think I've ever seen down here. In fact, I know it's one of the craziest things. This is a nice yellow jack. It would be an eater for sure, and we're obviously gonna keep it now. You see this gash on this fish? You could probably never guess what that's from. That was like, how big do you think, Brent? I think like it was 50 pounds. It was like a 40 at least to 50-pound Jack Crevalle that just came up and tried to inhale this yellow jack. He could have got it. I just didn't let him. I pulled it away from him, but he had his whole tail up to there in his mouth, chomped down on him, and then I snagged it out of him. But dude, that is crazy. That is not what I expected. Cute little yellow jack. We can get some big yellow jacks here. I've done it in the past. I'm glad we got one. I'm gonna quickly dispatch this guy. We'll get him on ice. Good eating fish, but I'm blown away with what just happened. Can't believe that jack, bro. It's crazy. I'm gonna have me a fish fry. Getting our catch on ice here. Not the prettiest catch you're ever gonna see, but she'll do for today. Not a bad day of fishing, honestly. I feel like we learned a lot this entire time. I've been coming up with a game plan for the next couple days, and it was good to get out here today, use nothing but lures, kind of scout around. We checked some bridges that you guys aren't even gonna see. And yeah, I think we figured some things out, and I think we can have some success over the next couple of days if we switch it up just a little bit. So we're gonna head back to where we're staying. We're staying in Key West at Lunara Bay, an absolutely beautiful spot. We're gonna hop on the laptop, do a little more research, and then come up with a game plan for the next 2 days. We have made it back home. This is home base for the next few days while we're staying in the Keys. This is Lunara Bay. We're staying in a beautiful waterfront property, heated pool in the back, beautiful giant living space, gorgeous bedrooms, got a really cozy yet luxurious feel. And yeah, I'm not looking forward to the day that we have to leave this space. So big thank you to Lunara Bay for having us. It's been incredible thus far. But really quickly, before we hit the hay, we're gonna come up with a game plan for tomorrow because we're trying to get on some nice fish. We're really tired. Tomorrow's gonna be a long day, but I don't wanna go into it blind. So I got my laptop open right here. We're gonna jump into the smart fishing spots on Salt Strong, and I'm gonna show you guys some of the tools, some of the tricks that I use to figure out a new fishery. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm logged onto my Salt Strong account here. I'm gonna jump into smart fishing spots, and the very first step is gonna be to find an area where we can catch some bait. So we're staying right over in this general area. I'm using this satellite imagery. I'm looking for a zone that's gonna have a lot of sand, but since we're fishing from land, it's very important that we have an area that we know we can fish from, somewhere we can access. So if I come down here to layers, pop that open, and I scroll down, I can actually toggle this over, which is public land, and I can zoom in and see exactly where I'm able to fish. This zone looks pretty good right here. Okay, perfect. Public land, open access. So we're good to go here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, this is exactly what I'm looking for. There's some mangrove trees here. This is like a little mangrove island, so it offers some shelter for the bait that we're looking for. But I also have sand here. And sand is exactly what the baits we're after likes to live on. If I was looking for pinfish or something like that, I'd be looking for seagrass. And if I toggle this off, I can find seagrass right here. And then it's gonna give me all the highlighted areas where there's seagrass. So that is great to know. If I had my boat down here, I'd probably be looking for pinfish, but we're looking for a special bait to fish on the bridges. Now that we have a good bait spot picked out, next thing we're gonna do is look for an area to fish these baits. I'm zoomed out here. I'm giving myself a little bit of a bigger area. We want to catch the bait close, but we're willing to travel to do some fishing. I'm going to toggle on smart spots first to help me narrow down an area. Let me see here. We're looking for a bridge. I'm also looking for that bridge to be a little bit deep. I like the way this looks. Okay. Performance says good. Good on incoming, good on outgoing. This could be promising. I think this looks a little bit deeper, which I like. Going back into layers here, I want to see if this bridge has the depth that I want. I'm going to toggle on 1 foot contour. This is probably one of my favorite, most essential tools that I use in the Smart Fishing Spots feature, because I can see the exact depth here. I got 10 and a half, 11 feet, 11 and a half feet under this bridge. I'm telling you, all these bridges down here in the lower Keys, I don't have any experience fishing them, and they are all so shallow. This is the deepest one I've come across by far. I think this is where we're gonna try. This looks really, really promising. If we can get the bait that I think we're gonna get at that sandy area and bring them to this bridge, I think we could do really, really well. That is a solid game plan, and I'm pretty confident if we can find those baits, which we should, if we get them over to that bridge, we might catch some really nice fish in that deep channel. What's really sweet is that only took me about 20 minutes to figure out using smart fishing spots. We only used a few of the features like you guys saw, but there are many other features that I'm constantly using basically on a weekly basis to help me catch more fish. And if you guys are interested in getting access to all of that information, plus so much more, I'm actually partnering up with SaltStrong for a limited time offer to help you guys catch more fish and save money. For the first 7 days after this video goes live, if you use my promo code SUN30, you can save 30% off an annual membership and receive a $30 gift card, which once you factor all that together, you could become an Insider Club member for about $38 for your first year. That is honestly an incredible value, especially considering all the information you're gonna have access to, plus discounts on tackle. Big thank you to SaltStrong for sponsoring this video, but make sure you act fast if you wanna take advantage of that discount, because it's only live for the first 7 days after this video drops. I'm exhausted, I am so tired. You guys might be able to see it on my face. I'm gonna hit the hay, get some rest, and we're gonna hit the bridges hard tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Just pulled up to the first bait spot that we're gonna try. And honestly, we might be one and done. I looked over the side here, it's just a little seawall, but it had the perfect bottom, the perfect terrain that I was looking for. And there are a bunch of baits, the exact ones that we're looking for. Got my man Brent right here, he's cutting up some shrimp. We picked up a bunch of frozen shrimp at the gas station. What's super clutch about the Keys is all the gas stations, supermarkets, basically anywhere you stop has frozen bait. So it's super easy, convenient. We're gonna load up on these baits. Let me show you guys how we do this. We're gonna use a gold hook method to catch them. Brent cut up all these little pieces of shrimp. I got this little tiny gold hook. Already baited it up, but you can barely see it there. Little split shot, light leader. Let's try to catch one of these things. Did the crab just grab me? Oh, look at that. This is a little baby grunt. Look at that little thing. I'll be completely honest, I'm not sure if we can keep this or not. I'm gonna throw him back because this isn't exactly what we're looking for, but could be a good little bait, but I'm not too sure if we can keep him. Per usual, it's not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. There's so many baits here, but they're so small, which is perfect. They're perfect little snapper baits. There's also crabs here, which we're gonna try to get some of those to use for permit. I've never actually caught my own crabs and then went out and caught a permit. I think that would be super cool. But Brent's gonna throw the cast net because the hooks that we have little hooks, but they're not quite small enough to hook these little baits. So we're gonna chum up the area really good and then throw the net and just try to get a good bang for our buck. Maybe hopefully a dozen per throw. Brent's got the net all loaded up now. Just picked up a little scoop full of shrimp pieces. Chuck it out there, try to get them concentrated, and then he's gonna sling this net.
So that right there, this little Mahara, if I can hold him, that right there, snapper freaking candy.
That's exactly what we're looking for right there.
Yep.
Perfect bait.
Oh, okay.
On that throw, Brent also caught a little crab. That one's a little small, but we might use this guy for permit, but we're looking for some bigger ones than that. And then we got a tourist over here checking out our bait bucket, but pretty sweet. We're gonna try to catch crabs while we're here because they are around. Look at this guy's little claws. He's like ready to attack or ready to defend rather. All right, let's keep it going. We have made it to the first spot that we're gonna try. We actually found it using the smart fishing spots, like you guys saw, and check it out. We did pretty dang good getting bait. Threw the cast net a bunch. We caught some on little sabikis, but those are perfect little maharas. We kept some of those little grunts too. We looked it up. We're allowed to keep them and use them as bait. It's an unregulated species. I'm gonna take one of these little maharas, and the name of the game with this bridge fishing, these bridges are accessible to anybody that wants to come down here and fish. So the fish are pretty smart. In order to combat that, we're gonna try to finesse fish. So I got a nice light 20-pound leader. I'm gonna go right here through the mouth of this guy. Little tiny beak hook like you guys see. I'm trying to fool a smart fish. If there's a nice snapper or grouper at this bridge, it's gonna be pretty smart. So finesse them. Let's see if we can get them. The target here, like you guys just heard, a nice keeper mangrove snapper, maybe a keeper grouper if we get really, really lucky. We got some ice with us. We want to take some fish home for dinner, so let's get on them. This little mahara should swim down pretty good on his own free will. Bait just got so nervous. Damn it, I just got smoked. Yeah, there's some fish on this one. Freaking finally. Finally got me a snapper. Targeted species, right one, wrong size. Well, let's get him back. Mangrove snapper going back.
What are you thinking?
10, I think. But I'm probably wrong. Almost 11. All right, well, we're 4 inches away from a decent one. You have to let, for this bait, you're gonna have to let him eat. Got it, right?
Yep.
Let him eat, let him eat, let him eat, let him eat. Stick him. That's a good one, right? That's a real one. That's a real
There we
one.
go. Yeah, that's a solid one. What was that, last bait? Last bait, we got a keeper. Took us long enough, but good sized mahara, dropped it down. We kind of sight fished that guy. They were just hanging on the pilings. Sun's getting low, kind of fired him up, but of course we're out of bait now.
That's the one we've been looking for.
Yep.
We could have got 6 or 8 of those. We'd be eating good tonight, but this one will keep.
Yeah, that's a solid one.
Dude, let's get a measure on him. I think he's
14. Yeah, 14's my guess.
15.
Yep.
Dude.
Solid one. Hey.
Heck yeah, dude. All right. We're figuring something out. We're figuring something out. We got to come back and try to get a mess of these.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all, welcome back to the bridge. We are back at the exact same bridge that we left off yesterday, where Brent caught that really nice mangrove to cap off the night. We reloaded on bait this morning. We caught a bunch of little maharas once again. We even caught some crabs, which hopefully a little bit later in this video, we will turn those into a nice permit or two. But I think we learned a lot at this bridge yesterday. We were here for a couple of hours, and towards the end, we really started to figure it out. And like you guys saw, Brent caught a really nice snapper, so we're gonna try to repeat that success. And there's cars going by, it's busy, there's traffic, but it should be a ton of fun. This is bridge fishing at its finest. And let's try to put some nice fish in the cooler. Let's do it. Let's grab one of these tasty little baits out. God, those are perfect snapper baits. I'm gonna go right here, kind of under the throat. Try to entice him to swim down. Drop him right on this piling right here. Water is gin clear right now. Kind of have a little bit of a slack tide, slow moving water. It's pretty cool because you can see everything down there like an aquarium. It's pretty epic. All right, not a bad one. Probably a 10, 11 incher, but there are way bigger ones down there. Doing the old snapperoo. Open up. Let me see if I get my bait back. You can have it. Another little one? Dude, there are some nice ones down there though. I mean, look at those two are so nice right there. It's just getting past these little ones. Jesus, I just had one of the nice ones. They're like dark in color. It's just they eat and they swim to an area where they're gonna break your ass off. There we go. The good one just ate me. Oh, I thought he was bigger than that. Oh, they're not as big as I thought. That's still a good one, dude. That one might keep. Just got a decent one. Brent and I decided before we came out yesterday, if there was any 13 or bigger, we would keep them. They only have to be 10 inches, so we're not keeping any munchkins. Let's see how big this guy is.
Like this fish probably is 10 inches. Probably.
This one's like 11 and a half. He's going back. Yeah. Why did I think he was so much bigger down there? Doing the old snap, pretty sick. Let's get him back. A little better, but he might be 13, 12. It's probably 12. Yeah, he's just about 12 inches. Not a bad one, and it's obviously a keeper by 2 inches. But he's coming home just because he's gut hooked, and I don't know how his survival rate's gonna be. So I'd rather turn him into a nice dinner for us instead of shark food. So we'll put him in the cooler. Keep on keeping on. Like, doesn't that look like a good one?
That is a better one. Another one, 12 probably?
Yeah, probably. Maybe 13. But in the water, that looks like a stud. It's so weird. 11 and a half. Whew. Do not want to get got by that. Snapper. Brent, come here. Fast. Mega Goliath right there. No, just look at it. He's not gonna eat. Mega. I'm like, is that a shark? Dude, you would not expect a fish that big to be sitting at this little 5-foot deep bridge. Oh, mega. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I go mega, but that is a freaking nice one. Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, that's the biggest one for sure. Nice snapper, man. Let's get a measure on this guy. This is a stud mangrove, 16, little tiny bit over 16. I'm telling you guys, that is a good one to catch from the bridges, especially these lower Keys bridges where all the surrounding water is so shallow. Check him out, man. Sweet mangrove, 16 inches. I will take that, dude. These fish are really pretty too. They also are referred to as gray snapper, mangrove snappers. Really awesome fish that we have in Florida and absolutely delicious. We're gonna bleed this guy out, get him on ice, and we still got a few more baits, so let's see what else we can get. But this is definitely the size fish I was looking to get out here on these bridges using those Maharas.
Looking good.
Just pulled up to the bridge, and before we get out there and do some fishing, we're actually gonna make our lunch right here on the tailgate of Brent's truck. We're gonna be making some ceviche out of the yellow jacks that you guys saw that we caught on day one. So really simple, very easy to do, and it's gonna be a nice, refreshing meal. We'll get out there, catch some fish hopefully, and then come back here and eat it all up. but I got a red pepper, orange pepper, yellow pepper, red onion, serrano pepper for a little bit of spice. Got an orange, a couple of limes, a couple of lemons rather, and a bag of limes. Of course, some cilantro. Can't have ceviche without cilantro. And then we're gonna add the yellow jack as the very last thing. If you don't know what ceviche is, we're gonna add the yellow jack raw, but it's gonna cook in the juices, in the acidic juices that are from the lemon, the lime, and the orange. So let's get started. All I'm gonna do is chop up all of these vegetables, and I'm gonna get them chopped really, really fine. I like little pieces of my vegetables in my ceviche. I like to cut all these peppers up just julienne style, and then we're gonna chop them up real fine. I like to line these peppers up and then just start cutting them to like little fine pieces. Probably a better way to do this, but we are in the back of Brent's pickup truck, so this is just a fillet knife, but it'll do the trick. Next, we got a red onion. Let's get this thing chopped up. Red onion can be a little strong, so I'm only gonna use half. Same deal, get it chopped up real fine. Onion going in the Tupperware. Last vegetable we're gonna add is this serrano pepper. Don't add this unless you like a little bit of spice. This is where the heat of the ceviche is gonna come in. Now we got the star of the show, these beautiful fillets of yellow jack. It's not really a secret anymore, but it used to be a well-kept secret. Yellow jack is such incredible table fare, and it's probably one of my favorite all-time fish to make ceviche out of. All I'm gonna do is make some sort of long cuts like this, going right down the fillet. The reason I do it like that is now once I turn this fillet, I can get these perfect cube bite-sized pieces. Don't want them too big, don't want them too small. That is exactly what we're looking for right there. That yellow jack looks beautiful. We could actually just eat it raw if we wanted to. In fact, check it out. I'm gonna take this little piece and eat it right here. So good, so mild. But this recipe is ceviche, so going in the Tupperware, all these little perfect cubes. Almost done with this ceviche, that's how easy it is. Just 2 more simple steps. I got some limes here. What I like to do is roll them out a little bit. Just gets the juices percolating. Forgot who taught me this trick, but really works well. If you want a nice juicy lime. Right down the middle, just like that. Then we're just gonna start adding these juices as much as we can. Gonna get the rest of all this fresh lime juice squeezed over this ceviche. You could already see the fish is starting to change color a little bit. It's going from that translucent pink to almost like a white. And that's how you know it's cooking in those acidic juices. Same thing with a lemon. I just like some different flavors in there. You can hold your hand here and catch some of the seeds. Something else I like to add is an orange, and I think it just gives the ceviche a little bit of a sweetness to kind of counter that spiciness of the serrano pepper. Got all those acidic juices in there working. I'm gonna add some little salt packets that I picked up from Publix. Just 2 of those should be enough. Let's give this a good stir. A question I get a lot whenever I do a ceviche recipe is how many limes, how many lemons. It's just as much as you need to coat everything properly. There's no real like exact science to it, but in this specific amount we used 7 limes, 2 lemons, and 1 orange. It looks like the perfect amount. Final step, we're gonna add some of this finely chopped cilantro. I was gonna get fresh cilantro, like a bushel of it, but I think a lot of it would have went to waste and it would have been flying around in this wind out here. So just sprinkle this in here. Just giving this ceviche one last stir. It looks so beautiful and so delicious. And I know after Brent and I get off the bridge after about 3 or 4 hours fishing in the sun, this is gonna be such a refreshing lunch. And it was really easy to make. So we're gonna put the cover on this thing, stick it on ice, let it cook through, let it chill down, and I'm pumped to eat it. Look at the rigs today. We got these things ready for some bridge fishing. Look at the ingenuity by Brent.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Genius right here.
All right, let's hop on these things and go find some fish. This bridge that we're on right now, I have a lot of familiarity with. What I like to do is I like to check almost every 50 to 100 yards. This is a very long bridge. Just to kind of get an idea of what's going on and see if I see some fish. Not pass by anything, but nothing here, so we're gonna keep on trucking. So, it has been kind of a slow afternoon out here on the bridge, which can happen, but we really want to try to catch a big fish. And I just looked over the side and saw a grouper. It's hard to tell if it's a black or a Goliath. I think it's a Goliath grouper, but I'm gonna drop a bait either way. The water's got some tint to it, so it's not crystal clear like it normally is, so I can't really tell what it is. But look at that, that's a Mahara, one of my favorite snook baits of all time. Great grouper bait as well, and we actually caught this guy a couple of days ago, so let's see if he works. You just ate it. Oh, it's a black. That's a nice black.
Is the net?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I can flip him. Dude, that's a good fish.
Is that a keeper?
That might be close.
It's close.
We're gonna measure this guy real quick. They gotta be 24 inches. Oh, 23. Dang. Dude, check that out. That is a sick fish. Oh, he's lively. Black grouper from the bridge, man. I knew I saw a grouper down there. I wasn't sure if it was a Goliath or a black. This guy's 1 inch short, 23 inches. It's his lucky day, because if he was 24, he'd be coming home. This is some of the most quality fish you can have down here in the Keys. Absolutely stunning as well, the coloration on this fish. We're gonna get him back. He's in season, but a little bit too short. But what a stud, man. I'm so stoked to get this one off the bridge. I'm gonna use the net to release this grouper. I want him to get a little bit of a revival down there. It's also, anytime there's kind of a heavier fish, I don't want to drop him 30 feet from the bridge. I feel like they'll have a way worse mortality rate. I want this guy to grow up a little bit bigger, obviously. It's a beautiful fish, gave us a great fight. Got to do our part to make sure he swims off good. think he's good. Yep, there he goes. Just shot down out of the net. Dude, that is freaking sweet, man. That is awesome. Maybe we'll get something else, maybe we won't. Who knows, but let's keep fishing. Fresh off that black grouper. That's honestly probably one of the cooler Keys catches off a bridge that I've had in a really long time. We're getting pretty hungry. It's actually getting pretty late. The sun is getting low. So we're gonna try that ceviche. It's been cooking in the cooler for 3, 4, 5 hours. So my man Brent is being real patient off camera. He's gonna try it out first. I wanna see if he likes it. This is his first time having my ceviche.
Going in for my first bite of Tyler's parking lot ceviche right there.
Is it good?
That's so good, dude. That's like not even fair.
It's just so fresh, man.
That is unreal.
Get a nice scoop.
Yes. Oh! Oh yeah. All that yellow jack on there.
Yeah, that's a good bite. Can't beat that.
You gotta get in this.
All right, let's see what it's all about. I haven't had this in a while. I was missing one ingredient. I usually like to add a little bit of sugar for just a little more sweetness, but I think that orange is gonna do the trick. Wow. That is so freaking good. I think yellow jack, like I said, they're very underrated. They're super plentiful. Brent and I have fished for them before in Biscayne Bay, and we absolutely crushed some giants. But it's one of the best fish for ceviche because of the consistency. You can eat it completely raw. It's sushi grade fish, but it is so good in ceviche because it doesn't fall apart. It's really firm, mild. It is so freaking good. We're gonna slam a bunch more of this, fish a little bit longer. The day's winding down. Maybe we'll catch something else, maybe we won't. Who the heck knows, but we're just enjoying our time here in the Keys. Oh, you could also try the crabs. Okay, y'all, we are gonna try to catch one more different species to end this video in the Keys. I got a little grunt on, one of those grunts we caught a couple days ago. And we are gonna see if we can catch a tarpon. There's some tarpon right below me. They can be tricky to catch down here. We're very, very close to where we can walk it to a beach. Otherwise, I typically don't fish for them, so let's see if we can make it happen. Oh!
He wants
Dude, there's a permit on my freaking, on my grunt. Come, drop the crab. I doubt he eats 80. That would be mind-blowing.
But that's what it was?
Yes, 1000%. I'm getting a crab. 1000%. That was wild. That is like the most nuts thing I've ever seen. Dude, a permit's not gonna know what hit him if they eat me with 80, bro. That's gonna be a bad day for a permit.
I got him on 80!
Let's go! Fight him hard, fight him hard! Fight him hard, fight him hard. I'm gonna get the net. He's not done yet, dude. If you think he's done, he's not.
Okay, I'm keeping his head up.
Keep his head up.
Oh.
Unbelievable, Brent. Hold on. I'm gonna net him for you, don't worry. We're in good shape now, we're in good shape. You're gonna have to work him towards me. Okay, we're close. I'm gonna reset, you wait. Okay, work him. He's in.
Are you 80,
dude? Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, I can't, dude, I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. Dude, you are a lucky son of a gun.
Hey,
lucky
one
and
for
good.
one. One for one.
Just quit while you're ahead. Retire. Retire. I'm telling Brent all day long about how long I've waited to catch a permit for my first time. He comes out here, first bait, first permit. I wanted to put my boy Brent on bridge fishing in the Keys and to show him what it's all about. I had no expectations for permit, and look at this one he just got, dude. What are you thinking, bro? What's going through your mind?
We rigged up 4 tarpon. I got 80-pound leader on, and I just put on one of those little pass crabs, and sure enough, I just see this little silver trash can lid come up right behind it and slurp it. I'm like, oh man, that is not what I was expecting, but I will take that.
Dude, that is epic, bro. Great work to go 1 for 1. I mean, you're a legend already.
That was sick, dude.
Dude, let's go. Let's get her back.
Yep. Put him in the net?
Yeah, put him in the net. With permit, we always want to release him with the net.
Okay, bud.
Incoming tide, so yep, we're gonna release him on this side.
Down.
Okay, so hold him there, and you're gonna revive him a little bit. He's gonna try to swim down, but hold him just like that. Yep, water rushing through his gills. That's perfect, just like that. And I'm gonna tell you when he's ready. You can already see the life in his fins coming back. He's good to go. But just keep holding him just like that. I want the water to keep rushing through his mouth, rushing through his gills. You're gonna drop the weight of the net, not really hard. Put him in the water, put him in the water. Yep, good. Okay, now wait. He's good, he's gonna kick off. Hit his tail.
There he goes.
Perfect.
Swam off so good, dude.
He swam off
Are you
great.
kidding me?
Bro, I'm so stoked for you. You have no idea. That's my favorite fish right there, and you just caught him on your very first try doing it.
I feel like it hasn't hit me yet, what just happened.
It really hasn't.
It really hasn't.
Dude, it's better to be lucky than to be good. Not that you didn't do a good job, but the fact that it ate 80.
80 on the big setup, so I was able to kind of beast him up right there. Yeah. Let's see if we can get more.
I know, dude, you're speechless. Just give me some. I really hope y'all enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. This truly is one of the best land-based fisheries in Florida and one of my favorite places on earth. If you've never been down to the Keys, I highly recommend checking them out. So thanks so much for watching, and until next time, take care and tight lines.